Hey folks, I got another fun fatwood video for you. A few weeks ago, my daughter and I went down to the pine down the road where I had gotten some fatwood before, and I took a chainsaw this time and got a few more of the limbs that were on it. Okie dokie, I'm gonna go up here. I've got my handy dandy assistant with me who's gonna video for me. And I'm kind of looking squatchy today, so. Yes, I know I don't have my goggles on, and I know I should be pinning back my crazy hair, but you know, this was kind of spur of the moment, sort of, kind of. All right, we'll take.
She meant luscious hair.
Yes, my luscious hair. All right, I'm gonna cut a few more, and then we'll head back to the house and process this. So I came back, and I didn't have time to process anything at the time, but I just put it in a room and got it out last night and started whittling back some of the, taking the bark off, and it did not take long before I got down into fatwood. This thing is loaded with fatwood. So I thought I would try something fun. I saw another person doing, and I wanted to see how well it worked. What I did was, besides getting the bark off this, I took my reciprocating saw and I chopped a sliver off of it, just like a disc. I just cut it, you know, not very thick, maybe, well, one side's about 1/2 inch, other's 3/4. Anyway, I cut that slice off and then drilled holes in it here. And with the holes that I drilled, I saved the shavings from it. And I'm going to use this and try to use only this and have a fire and cook my breakfast on it. I've only seen one other person do this. I really hadn't searched for it, but it looked like it burned for a long time. So we're going to try that here today, and I'm going to cook a little breakfast. But before I do that, I just wanted to brag again about this giant piece of fatwood. I'm just, you know, I've gone fatwood crazy lately, and I love it. And I could literally get high off of this stuff. It smells so good. Anyway, I should be able to get multiple discs. If this works today, I should be able to get multiple discs out of this and do more fires with it. The point of this, honestly, is that I could carry these discs in my backpack if I'm moving, you know, and not have to worry, if this works, I'd not have to worry about gathering wood and everything. I should be able to start a fire and hopefully cook some food on it just by that one disc. We'll see how long that lasts. But that would be better than carrying this whole chunk. You could just make 3 or 4 discs, and in the event you couldn't find any dry wood, you should be able to use this. All right, so let's get that started. We had a fair amount of rain yesterday, I think it was. We had a cold front coming behind it. It gotten hot 2 days ago, then this mega rain and winds came through and knocked the power out for a while. And the whole point of me saying that is that I know all of my wood here is wet, but I need to have probably a semi-dry base to put my fatwood shavings on. So I think, let's see, I may have a piece of bark I can use. There. I just pulled a piece of bark off that piece of wood over there. I'll use that. It's much drier than any of this other stuff. So what I'm going to do is kind of make a prop for the disc to sit up like that over the fatwood shavings. Let's see how that'll work, just to get that started. All right. gonna dump all of that out. All right, let's see if we can get this going. Come on. Okay, got that going. Then I'm just gonna set this here on top. And hopefully I don't smother that. I want to see how long exactly this is going to burn. Hope that's got enough. Ooh, yeah, that got hot. Alright, I'm going to get my little cooking thing set up. I'm going to put this on the other side so you can see better. Might need to move my fire over just a hair. Glad I put it on that bark so I can kind of move it a little bit. Yep, that'll work. One observation is this fatwood makes a lot of thick smoke, thick black smoke. All right, sausage. That attempts to cook, I'll go ahead and crack my eggs because I'm going to scramble eggs. So I'm going to have scrambled eggs and sausage. There you go. Dottie, you're so mean. Why didn't you let Remy have it? Hey, Remy. Here, Remy. No, Dottie. Here, Remy. Greedy dog. I've got my daughter's dog here with us today. We're babysitting for the weekend, and she's so sweet and so mild. I threw that eggshell over there for her, but Dottie ran over and greedily grabbed it away from Remy. They like to lick it, the inside of it. Well, Remy wasn't that interested anyway. Alright, eggs are scrambled and ready to go. Oh, there's some pink right there. Looks like those two, like I said, the two little pieces of wood I was using to hold the disc up have caught on fire, and maybe even that bark, so that's adding to it. So it's not completely a one disc fire technically. It's close though. I probably should have lowered this earlier on. Got my sausage done a little bit faster because it has actually taken the sausage a little bit longer than it should have to cook. Now, I didn't pay attention to it. I had to get up and go in the house and get some stuff. And I had to look for one of the dogs that had slipped away. But I found her. So anyway, point being, my attention got away from it and I should have been a little more diligent. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just take the sausage up and move on to the eggs. Try to leave some of that grease in the skillet. Ooh, I tell you, this bellows is a lifesaver for a fire. I guess it's a fire saver. I guess in reality, had I paid attention to it and lowered the pan down closer to this, I could have gotten the sausage done a little bit faster. And I wouldn't be struggling to keep this fire going now. So it's definitely possible to use one of these discs for a very short amount of cooking time. Or if you just need to boil water, that would have done that easily. I had a small amount of hope that maybe I would have enough to boil water to make my coffee, but I see that's not going to happen. It's just going to be food, which is perfect actually. You don't have to have coffee, especially like if I was using this out in the backcountry. I don't have to have coffee. I could have cold coffee if I wanted. Big thing is you need to be able to get some nutrition in your body. Call that on the eggs, and since there's still a fair amount of heat coming off of this the wood under here, I'm going to attempt to warm up some water for coffee. And we'll see how far it goes. No, that looks good. Well, it may be gone. The disc is pretty much used up. There's some remnants in there, but I think mainly what's staying lit now is the little pieces of wood that held it up. But I'm gonna try to still get the heat off of that to work to heat this water up. We'll see how that works. I'm gonna lower this on down real close. We'll just see how that does. I'd appreciate it if y'all would give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I want to say I really appreciate everyone who has already subscribed and has been very good at watching and commenting. I love the comments, especially when they're nice. And of course I get a few trolls out there. But I just really appreciate it, and I just thank y'all so much for being a part of my channel and making it what it is. I just enjoy being out here and doing this kind of thing, and I love sharing it with others. So, I'm going to go ahead and gobble my food up now. And hopefully I'll be able to heat this water up, but I'm really thinking this is gone. Let me show you my grand dog. Mimi, wanna say hi to the camera? No, ma'am. I wanna lick the plate. Well, I have nursed that thing with oxygen and have gotten, I think, the most I can out of it. And the water is hot enough for coffee. And it did consume, I ended up pushing the little sticks I was using for oxygen, to allow oxygen under that disc. Push those together and went ahead and let them burn, even though they're kind of wet. They did catch on up a little bit, and the piece of bark that I used underneath also burned. So I can't say that this is a completely one disc fire, but honestly, I'm going to need the sticks and a dry spot under it to hold that disc up to burn. So technically, that is considered part of the fire, if I want to get really technical. All right, I'm going to make coffee. Using my Mandalia Doro. It's the best instant coffee on the planet, in my opinion. That's it for this video. Y'all get outside and enjoy nature. Get out and build you a fire. All right, we'll see you next time.